Welcome back to This Week in Weed. Let's take a look at this week's top stories. On Thursday, the White House launched its new, long-awaited website, We the People. The administration describes the site as a tool that provides you with a new way to petition the Obama administration to take action on a range of important issues facing our country. The White House further promises that, if a petition gets enough support, White House staff will review it, ensure it's sent to the appropriate policy experts, and issue an official response. The White House has set this threshold at 5,000 signatures within 30 days. NORML has submitted a petition for consideration and became the first to pass the 5,000 signature mark in under 8 hours. It is now currently the most signed petition on the website and accumulated over 17,000 signatures in its first 24 hours. Keep up the momentum and stand up for marijuana legalization by signing the petition. To do so, you can click the link embedded in this video or in the description section. NORML TV will have all the details when we receive a response from the White House. The closing of medical marijuana dispensaries are associated with an increase in the incidence of criminal activity in those locations, according to an assessment of crime statistics published this week by RAND Corporation. Researchers analyzed Los Angeles crime data for the 10 days prior and to the 10 days following June 7, 2010, when the city ordered the closure of more than 70% of the city's 638 medical marijuana dispensaries. Authors limited their analysis to 10 days because court challenges prompted some closed dispensaries to reopen. Studying crime both before and after a large number of dispensaries were shut down in Los Angeles, researchers found that incidents such as break-ins rose in the neighborhoods of closed dispensaries relative to dispensaries allowed to remain open, at least in the short term, the RAND Corporation summarized in a press release. In the blocks with the closed dispensaries, the study observed crime up to 60% greater than comparable blocks with open dispensaries, but the effects were not apparent across a wider area. Said the study's lead author, if medical marijuana dispensaries are causing crime, then there should be a drop in crime when they close. Individual dispensaries may attract crime or create neighborhood nuisance, but we found no evidence that medical marijuana dispensaries in general cause crime to rise. Previous analysis of crime statistics in Denver, Los Angeles, and Colorado Springs also found no data supportive of the notion that the locations of dispensaries are associated with elevated incidences of criminal activity. The proliferation of Dutch coffee shops which allow for the sale of limited quantities of marijuana to patrons aged 18 or older appears to have had little impact on Dutch cannabis use patterns, according to an analysis published online in the scientific journal Addiction. University of California at Berkeley researcher Robert McCoon compared some 40 years of Dutch data on cannabis prevalence, patterns of use, treatment, sanctioning, process, and purity with comparable data from Europe and the United States. He concluded, Dutch citizens use cannabis at much more modest rates than some of their European neighbors, and they do not appear to be particularly likely to escalate their use relative to their counterparts in Europe and the United States. Moreover, there are indications that rather than increasing the gateway to hard drug use, separating soft and hard drug markets possibly reduced the gateway. Among those ages 15 to 16, only 6.5% of Dutch teens acknowledge having used an illicit drug other than cannabis, versus 19% of American teens. In addition, American adolescents are far more likely than their Dutch peers, 72% to 46%, to say that cannabis is fairly or very easy to obtain. An estimated 700 retail cannabis outlets presently operate in the Netherlands, employing some 3,000 to 4,000 workers. That was This Week in Weed. Thanks for watching, and tune back in next Thursday for the newest episode.